Hi guys, my name is Sam and this is Intermediate Grammar. Today we're looking at the passive and active voice. So you will get to do lots of practice. We'll go over when to use the passive form and I can answer any questions that you have about it, okay? So just come on in if you have a ticket and yeah, we'll get started. So there's a document and a couple links attached to the class under class materials. So if you want to be able to kind of follow along, you can open the documents there. And yeah, so let's just say hi to everyone. Like I said, my name is Sam. I'm from Canada. And I don't know what Brooklyn is doing. Being weird. To warm up, I'd like you guys to tell me what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, come on.
Okay, what is your favorite restaurant? Is that better? What's your favorite restaurant? So my favorite restaurant is called Eastside Mario's, and it's you can get pasta and pizza. It's supposed to be Italian, but it's not really Italian food. It's like Canadian version of Italian food. Yeah, so that's my favorite restaurant. I love to eat there. So, hello to Aishu. Aishu, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good, thanks. Where are you from, and what's your favorite restaurant?
I'm from Montreal, and my favorite is Chinese. And the
Is there a
restaurant name,
specific...
yeah, the name is Seu Chaco, something like that.
Okay, cool. I love Chinese food.
Yeah.
It's good. And you're from Montreal, right? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you been taking lots of classes?
Yes, but because your class is really early, because the time is not the same, so I have hard time to be in your class.
So I've got more afternoon classes now, so hopefully I'll be able to see you more.
Yeah.
I'm back home now, so I think in Montreal, are we in the same time zone? I'm in Toronto. Or are you an hour? We're the same?
You are the same, yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And hello, Alice.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Good, thanks. Where are you from, and what's your favorite restaurant?
I'm from France. And yeah, France. I don't have a good accent. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was going to ask what part of France are you from?
Lyon. The second town,
Great.
yes.
Okay, cool. And
do you know Lyon?
Yeah, I do actually. I've been there.
Oh, okay.
It's very nice. I was living in Paris for a year actually last year.
Okay.
I just got back to Canada a week ago, so I just got home. But I visited Lyon while I was there. It was really nice.
Okay. Okay. My favorite restaurant is Chinese restaurant like Aishu.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
Sushi? No, that's Japanese.
Yes.
Sushi and wasabi and all that is Japanese food. Your favorite's Japanese, Alice, or Chinese?
Chinese.
Chinese, okay.
Yes.
It's not McDo? Everybody in France seems to...
Yes, sometimes I go to To
Okay,
McDonald's.
cool. Okay, and hi Hazel.
Hello again.
Hello again.
I'm from Romania. For the people who don't know me, and I don't have a favorite restaurant because I don't eat meat. I eat in restaurant only when I travel and I have to.
Okay, are you vegetarian?
Mm, I eat everything except meat.
Okay. Is it just because you don't like meat, or
Yes, because I don't like meat.
yeah? Okay,
Because
cool.
at first I have to when I was a student, because I don't eat pork,
Hmm.
I preferred not to eat any kind of meat at the canteen where we used to eat. So, and I used to don't eat meat, and I feel very well.
Yeah, you just get used to it, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, and I don't think I could ever be a vegetarian because I really like meat. But I could try. And you know what? He can probably hear me right now, but I'm living with my brother and his girlfriend while I'm home, and they're both vegan. Do you guys know what that is?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I am not vegan. I love dairy products, yogurt and all kind of cheese,
Yeah.
except
So
French blue
yeah,
cheese.
so
I
I got
cannot
here
eat.
and you can't eat cheese?
I eat cheese, but not blue cheese, French smelly
Oh.
cheese, because I don't
Uh,
eat in general smelly food. I
only
don't
certain kinds
like.
of cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, I got here and I was looking for breakfast and I couldn't find. It's like they don't have any eggs. They don't have
No
like they don't have
eggs?
any milk.
No.
No, they're vegan.
Yes.
So you
I
don't
Only
eat
thought
any
that.
vegetarian.
animal products at all.
And how do
No.
they live?
I.
No dairy. They eat
Seriously,
vegetables,
I
fruits,
can't
bread.
live with just vegetables.
Yeah, I went
I
grocery
cannot.
Impossible.
shopping.
I
No,
eat
without.
eggs. I eat fish. I eat everything except meat.
Wow,
Good.
horrible.
Okay. Ismail, what about you?
Hi, Samantha. I am fine. Thank you. I don't like chain restaurant and international cuisine. I don't taste too much. I don't have any idea about the foreign cuisine, but I like regional food.
Okay.
So,
Okay, cool. So, not really international cuisine, but stuff that's regional, like in your area?
yes,
Okay, cool.
uh, I like homemade food,
Hmm.
or I like to eat in small enterprises. I don't like the big chain restaurant or like this chain food enterprises.
Okay, cool. And Firkin, what about you?
My favorite restaurant.
Yes.
That wasn't a
Sorry,
rhetorical
my hang.
question. Can I refresh it?
She's gone.
Probably she's gonna refresh. with your car, you can eat the dead animal, and they say it's really healthy and it's really delicious. I never tried that, but Canadians.
Raw meat?
What do we
Yeah.
eat?
Raw meat.
Raw meat?
No, I was saying roadkills are legal. There's in restaurants like roadkill restaurant. You are bringing your roadkill and they cook it.
Roadkill?
Oh.
Yeah, seriously, it's legal, and they say
Freaking
it's delicious because.
ew! I don't
That
think
was my
anyone
first
eats
response.
roadkill.
No, they eat it. It's real in Montana.
Wow. Okay.
We're saying that you had a rifle and you are going to hunting for moose, bear, or any kind of big animal. Not to eat it, but for sport. Is that true?
No, I don't think so. Well, people hunt and then eat what they've caught. Like we go hunting for deer and moose,
Yeah.
and then
That's just for skin.
yeah,
But
no,
very
people don't really do that anymore. There's laws against that, and you can only hunt in hunting zones, and then
well, at
people will
least you have
eat
a
what they've.
sheepskin.
Oh, sheepskin, yeah.
In my country, they hunt wild pigs. I don't know exactly how they say in English, but as a sport,
Boar.
yes, as a sport, and came. It is a very wealthy man in our country, a former tennis player, Syriac, and he lived many years in Germany, and he has a lot of friends in throughout the world, and they came every year in the autumn late and hunt a lot of boars, and in the newspapers always criticize them because they decimate the boar population.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of problems surrounding hunting.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to look at the active and passive forms. There, it's a little better with my bandwidth. Should be okay now. So I gave you guys this link before. So we're going to look through when to use the active form and when to use the passive form. This might be review, but we'll do some practice. We've got a handout and some games to play. So hopefully I can answer your questions today on this subject. So we've got, let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. So how about Ahmed, could you read this part for us here? Ahmed? Or Aishu?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sentences can be active or passive. Therefore, tenses also have active forms and passive forms. We must learn to recognize the difference to successfully speak English. Active form. In active sentences, the thing doing the action is the subject of the sentence, and the thing receiving the action is the object. Most sentences are active.
Here.
Pardon?
Thing
Yeah, good.
doing action plus verb plus things receiving action.
Good. So, for example, we've got the professor teaches the student. John washes the dishes. So the active form is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's active. And most of the time, we speak in the active form. Most of the time, we don't usually walk around speaking passively because we would sound like Yoda or something.
No.
No, we would just sound like we're being maybe a bit pompous. We don't usually speak passively most of the time. So in the passive form, how about Alice? Could you read this for us?
Yes. Passive form. In passive sentences, the thing receiving the action is the subject of the sentence, and the thing doing the action is optionally included near the end of the sentence. You can use the passive form if you think that the thing receiving the action is more important or should be emphasizing. You can also use
Sorry, I was
Emphasize.
muted. Emphasized. Emphasized.
emphasize.
Yep.
Okay. You can also use the passive form if you do not know who is doing the action, or if you do know, if you don't want to mention who is doing the action.
Okay.
Thing receiving action, that's I continue.
Yeah, so first we put the thing receiving the action, then we conjugate to be, then we've got the past participle,
Yes.
by, and then the person doing the action. So basically we flip the sentence around backwards to make it passive. So for example, the students are taught
Okay.
by the professor.
Okay.
The dishes are washed by John, instead of just John washed the dishes.
Okay.
So when you go into the passive form, the action, it's being told to us passively rather than actively. So the subject comes at, or the actor, I guess you could say, comes at the end, and the thing
Yeah.
receiving the action comes at the start.
Okay.
So we use the passive, yeah, you see it in news articles sometimes. When you don't know who's doing something, then we'll use the passive form. Or if you don't really want to mention it, then you would use the passive form. Okay. So we've got an overview of how to use it with each type of verb tense here. So we're going to go through this, and then we'll go and do some practice. So simple present is first, and we'll take turns reading. So Alice, are you there?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
cool. Could you read the first one for us?
Yes. On the week, Tom cleans the house. And I read the passage.
Yep.
On the week, the house is cleaned to Tom.
Good.
By
Good.
Tom.
Yeah, once a week. Once a week.
Once a week.
Okay.
Is correct?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Yes.
So
the house is cleaned by Tom.
good. So that's the basics, right? In the simple present. Once a week he cleans the house, or once a week it's cleaned by him. And then we've got the present continuous. Hazel?
Yes. Right now, Sarah is writing the letter. And at passive voice, right now the letter is being written by Sarah.
Good. So you can see how it changes a little bit when it's in the passive continuous. You're still conjugating with is, but instead of just is, like in the present simple, we need is being, because we've put to be into the present simple. So this is what's being conjugated. Is being, and then you continue with your past participle. Is being written. Okay. Simple past. Ismail?
Yes. Sam repaired the car. A passive. The car was repaired by Sam.
Perfect. Okay. And what about continuous? Gibran, are you there? Gibran? If you're there, we can't hear you.
How are you?
Can't hear Gibran. I can hear you, Shiko. Yeah. Okay, what about Furkan? Can you do the past continuous for us?
The salesman was helping the customer when the thief came into the store. The customer was being helped by a Good Samaritan salesman when the thief came into the store.
Good. So was helping is the active past continuous. Was being helped is the passive. Any questions about the simple and continuous tenses?
No.
I think those are the
Yeah.
easier ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Clear.
So let's go on to the perfect tenses, okay? So present perfect, same idea. You're conjugating with the present perfect. Shiko, could you read these ones for us?
Okay. It should be recently John has been doing the work. In passive, it will be recently the work has been being doing by John.
Okay, so so we skip to the present perfect continuous. Recently he's been doing, or recently the work has been being done. This is not very common here, okay? We don't usually say that something
Okay.
has been being done. Sounds a little bit crazy, but that is how it's conjugated. Just very rarely would we use it this way, okay?
Okay.
And then what about the present perfect just above that, Shiko?
I read it.
Yeah, sure.
Many tourists have visited. In passive, it will be that castle has been visited by many tourists.
Good. Have visited or has been visited the castle. John has been doing work or has been being done. I don't even like to read it because it just sounds super awkward. You would most likely just jump back to the present perfect rather than putting it into the passive in its continuous form. Okay. What about past perfect and past perfect continuous? Aishu, could you read these ones for us?
Yes. George had repaired many cars before he received his mechanics license. Many cars had been repaired by George before he received his mechanics license. Past perfect, Chief Jones had been preparing the restaurant's fantastic dinners for 2 years before he moved to Paris. The restaurant's fantastic dinner had been being prepared by Chef Jones for 2 years before he moved to Paris.
Good. And again, when we've got a perfect continuous tense, it sounds super awkward in the passive. So you're not likely to use it. You're likely to resort to just the past perfect here. Okay? Any questions about forming the perfect tenses? Okay, it'll become more clear, I think, once we do some examples. So don't worry if you're not sure where we're going here. Let's look at the future. So we'll look at the future with both will and going to. Alice, could you read these ones for us? Alice? Okay, Hazel?
Someone will finish the work by 5 p.m. The work will be finished by 5 p.m.
Good.
And Sally is going to make a beautiful dinner tonight. A beautiful dinner is going to be made by Sally tonight.
Good. So regardless if you're using will or going to, it's formed the same way here. So someone will finish, someone is going to make or is going to finish. Will be finished is going to be made. So that's how it works in the future. So again, you're just conjugating and adding be and your past participle. And then we've got the continuous tenses. Ismail?
Yes.
Birkin, do you have a question?
Yeah, after those.
Okay.
At 8 p.m. tonight, John will be washing the dishes. At 8 p.m. tonight, the dishes will be being washed by John. At 8 p.m. tonight, John is going to be washing the dishes. At 8 p.m. tonight, the dishes are going to be being washed by John.
Again, awkward, right? The dishes are going to be being washed. We probably wouldn't put that into the passive, okay? But that's how you form it. Same way, will, be, and then being washed. Firkin, what was your question?
I was going to ask, will there be any gerund and infinitives in passive form in that list?
Not on this document, but we can take a look at it if you want to.
Yeah, after those, if you have time.
Yep. Sure thing. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to skip through because the continuous tenses are the same as they were in the past and the present. So I want to skip down to these ones, used to and would always. So, Firkin, can you read used to and would always for us?
Jerry used to pay the bills. The bills used to be paid by Jerry. My mother would always make the pies. The pies would always be made. By the way, I haven't seen used to be paid ever.
You don't understand used to be paid?
No, I know, but I haven't seen that before.
You haven't seen it before? Sorry, there's background noise.
My background noise?
I don't know where it's coming from.
Alice.
Okay. I said I haven't seen that before. I know it's grammatically correct probably, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, maybe it's not as common, but it doesn't actually sound awkward to me or anything. I wouldn't think twice if someone said that. Yeah, it's fine. Same with would or would always. It's okay as well. The bills used to be paid. So you might say something like, yeah, it doesn't really matter in this case if it's in the active or passive. I'm thinking of if someone's starting at a new job as a manager, then you might say, oh, the bills used to be paid by the old boss. I guess you're gonna have to do that now. Like that would be a pretty natural sentence. It would be fine. Okay, and what about the last ones? You might as well finish them for us, Frickin.
Okay. I knew John would finish the work by 5 p.m. I knew the work would be finished by 5 p.m. I thought Sally was going to make a beautiful dinner tonight. I thought a beautiful dinner was going to be made by Sally tonight.
Good. Okay. So let's take a look here. I'm just going to let go. Does anyone have any questions about just generally why do we use the active, why passive, how to conjugate, anything like that before we do practice or before we look at gerunds? Okay. We can try this. I'm not 100% sure, Firkin, about this document, but we'll take a look at it. I'll give you the link. Is this what you were talking about? Something like Helen is said to graduate today. He is believed to have...
Not exactly, I guess.
Okay, so then I think...
Yeah, like, it's said to be investigating. Well, I'm not sure.
So, one second. Let me find... I have another document. I just need to find it.
It's okay if you can't find... This isn't it, but it might be okay. No, I don't have one right now, but I can look after class and find something and help you out with it if you want. Because I don't know. I didn't get anything for past. This slideshow actually might be good. I just haven't had a chance to read through it, so I don't want to. Yeah, I want to look at it before I try to show it to you. So I'll keep the link and then I'll look at it after class. I'm just gonna paste it here. Okay, let's do some practice. So here's the monkey. I like this monkey. If you guys Monkey and Kennedy.
Pardon?
Monkey and Kennedy, what is the relation between them?
I don't know, but whenever we do grammar, I always want to use this monkey because he's kind of funny.
Monkey.
Yes. So we need to put these sentences into the passive. And we'll just do it together.
Okay.
The theory of relativity
was discovered by Einstein.
Einstein.
Good. By Einstein. Okay. Okay. Evolution.
Who was first formulated?
Was
Formulated
first
by
formulated by
Charles
Charles.
Darwin.
Oops. Good. Many places.
Were
Were
named
were
after
named.
Queen Victoria.
Good. Who?
Who was the light bulb invented by?
Good.
Music
What
was
music?
played by
Was played by Mozart.
oh no, bananas! Banana!
Who?
Who were rescued by Harriet Tubman?
Who's Harriet Tubman?
This lady.
Thanks, Captain
Good
Agnes.
answer, Sam.
No, I think she has
Sam,
something.
why?
Sorry?
Sam, I couldn't understand. Should we use was or were? Why were?
I think they've used were because the answer is plural. So who were affected?
How do you know?
Sorry?
Sam, there is
How do you
always
know if- how do you know-
background noise. I couldn't understand anything. I sometimes try to unmute some student in the class. Please, Chico got. I am
Alice, I
hearing
think you have some background noise. Okay, it seems okay now.
I think they are watching TV or something, listening music, and I always hearing, and I cannot concentrate
Okay.
on lesson.
Alice, you have a little bit of background noise. Can you make sure that it's quiet in your room? Or just unmute or mute yourself when you're not speaking. Whatever works. Okay. Back to the monkey.
Yeah, chimp.
The chimp?
Yeah, I think it's a chimp, not monkey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Tom
probably.
Sawyer.
Was written by
Good.
Mark Twain.
Okay. So I'll
Monkey.
give you a game if you feel the urge to play it later. We'll do something else, okay? So now we need to just drag the beginning of the sentence to the correct end of the sentence for this activity. Okay?
It's too
And then we'll
small.
do, we'll look at our document that we've got for today. So let's take a look. Number one, so it might take a minute because you'll have to scan these, but number one, blank, I don't know if it's big.
A little bigger, if
Yeah,
it's
let's do it.
possible, please.
Follow me.
All members of staff.
Is that better?
Yes,
Can you scroll left? Yeah.
Okay.
yes, it's perfect now.
Okay. Blank are requested not to smoke anywhere in the building.
All members of staff.
Good.
Maybe you can play Bob Dylan in the background.
This is for another class. You can come to next class if you want to listen to Bob Dylan.
Okay.
So number one, is that passive or active?
Pass.
Passive voice.
Passive.
Passive. Good. Number 2.
Decorations.
Good. Are currently being refurbished. Active or passive?
Passive.
Is it possible to refurbish decorations?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's decorations. Is there something else that might work here?
No. Maybe I'm afraid that particular product.
Yes, maybe the city.
Yeah, do you see that?
Particular product.
Particular product.
Center.
I guess you could refurbish decorations. I don't know. If they were really old and dirty looking, then you could fix them up. I don't know. But usually we talk about a building or an area when we're talking about refurbishing. So it's probably this second one. Okay, what about number 3?
The actor.
After
The actor.
his parents died, he was awarded.
The lifeboat.
Or
Money.
the lifeboat man.
Yeah, that's more likely,
More
probably,
likely,
right?
yes.
Unless it was a very brave actor.
Yeah, save the monkey from the island.
Yeah. Okay, and is this active or passive?
Passive voice. Passive voice.
There is no active
Okay,
voice.
number.
Yes, I
Trick
think all
question.
of them are passive voice.
Okay, number 4.
Examination candidates.
Yes.
Good. And number 5.
The actor.
Yeah. Number 6.
Ooh. Maybe after his parents died.
Good. Well, it won't work. Okay, there it goes. Okay, and number 7.
Job applicants.
Job applicants, yes.
Good. And number 8.
Particular product.
Yeah.
Has been discontinued. Okay, number 9. The decorations. Number 10.
Patience.
Wow, that was tough, that last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look at the document. I uploaded this document to the class materials, and there's lots of questions here. So we'll just go through a few of them. There's 12 pages, so I don't think we're going to do the whole document, but that's okay. So first one is just recognizing whether or not they're active or passive and what tense they're in. So number 1, is this active or passive?
Passive.
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 Monkey eating all the...
The monkey ate it all?
Yeah. Monkey.
Okay, and number 2?
Active voice. I fed the cat last night.
Good. And how could we change it to the passive?
The cat was fed by me last night.
By monkey.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And number 3, active or passive?
Passive.
Passive, yes.
Passive. Good. Number 4,
Active.
active. So how can we make it passive?
Our mail
Was delivered in the morning by the mailman.
is
Is delivered.
Is delivered. Is
Is
present.
Is delivered.
Present tense, passive voice.
Good. In the morning. Good. And number 5, active or passive?
passive.
Passive, yes.
Good. Number 6,
Active.
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 active. Good. And how can we change it to passive?
My car
Has been already
is not
fixed.
fixed by the monkey.
Okay.
What is the order here? My car has
Has been
Has
already.
already been.
Has
or
already
have
been.
been fixed.
Already comes before been, so
Mhm. It's already been fixed.
like that. Has already been fixed. Okay. What about number 7?
Passive.
Passive.
Yes.
Number 8.
Passive.
Passive.
And number 9.
Active.
Active.
Active. Can we make it passive?
Yeah.
A decision will be made.
That's the answer. Yes. Okay. Ismail?
A decision will be made at the meeting by them.
Perfect. Good.
Mhm.
Decision will be made at the meeting by them. Okay. Or you can just say at the meeting and we'll assume that it's by them. Okay. What about number 10?
Active.
Active, yes.
And can we make it passive?
The trees were blown down by the wind.
Perfect. Were blown down. Perfect. Good. Okay. Okay. We've got some more here. Maybe I can make this a little bit bigger.
It sounds a little bit weird. Like people speak English in Australia. Like animals are able to.
Yeah, people speak English and aliens speak alienish.
Yeah, kangaroos prefer to speak in French.
Yes. Okay. So can we turn this into the passive voice in the simple present?
Yeah.
How?
English is
English is spoken in Australia by people.
Good. Is spoken.
Spoken.
Good. English is spoken. Good. By people. Number 2.
The report are being written
Is being.
by them. The report is being, yes, is being
Good.
written by them.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, good. What about number 3?
The mailman was bitten by the dog.
Perfect. The mailman was bitten by the dog. Good. And number 4?
What? My mind went blank.
The car,
We're turning it into a passive sentence.
yes, the car
No.
was being fixed
Still.
by
still being.
him when I arrived at the garage.
Perfect. The car
And
was
the-
being fixed by
Or
him.
maybe when the garage
Why
was
don't we
arrived
use
by me.
still, Samantha?
Oh, sorry.
Should we use or not?
Yes, you should. The car was still being fixed by him because this still implies that he's been doing it for a while, right? And it's taking him forever or something. You would say
Continuous.
that- yeah, good. The car was still being fixed. Was still being fixed. Okay. What about number 5?
A tour
A tour
of
will
the
be given us.
a tour of the
A tour
museum.
of the museum will be given us by someone.
Okay.
By someone.
Very close. So you're just missing one word. A tour of the museum will be given
us.
given
us.
to us.
us.
Given
To
to
us.
us. Yeah.
Do we have
And
to
you
say
can
someone?
you can add by someone or you can just leave it out. So you could just say this.
Oh, not us.
A tour of the museum will be given to us, except I spelled museum. Okay. What about number 6?
Torn, I think.
To the old building. Whoa.
Is going to be
Is going to be.
torn
Torn
down.
by them.
Perfect. Very good. The old building is going to be torn down by them. Perfect. Good. Okay, what about number 7?
What?
The bad news
have already been given.
Has already been
Has.
given.
Yes, has.
has because
Has.
it's news already.
Already been given.
Being given
Given.
To him.
Him
to him.
by them.
Perfect. Very good. To him by them. Or we can ignore the they. Sometimes we just don't use the by phrase. That by phrase, it's sometimes optional. Like, for example, when we were talking about the museum, we don't need to really say by someone because it's implied that someone is giving a tour, right? So you can just opt out of using the by phrase. Same with just them and they in general, because they is a very general statement in this case. They have given him the bad news. So we could just say, he has already been given the bad news. We don't necessarily have to say by them. Okay? So sometimes you can leave out that by phrase. Kind of depends on the circumstances. Let's take a look at some with modals in them, like number 9. How can we put it into the passive when there's modals mixed in?
The project
Can be finished.
On time.
Project can be finished on time by them.
By monkeys.
Good. Okay. Number 10. You have to send the parcel today.
The parcel has to be sent.
Has to be sent, yes.
Yep, has to be sent today. And one more. You should sweep the floor every day.
The floor should
Be
Should be
swept
every day,
every day.
by
Perfect.
me.
By you.
You.
Okay, good.
not by Furkan's monkey.
Monkey.
Okay. I'm gonna scroll down. A little bit farther. Okay, this one. Okay, let's look at the passive with the future and the present perfect. Okay, so you need to either use the future tense or the present perfect tense. You have to bring your own food to the school picnic next weekend. Only drinks
Will be provided.
will be provided.
good will be provided. Good. What about number 2?
Will be finished by the end of the week.
Perfect. Good. And what about number
You can
3?
say must be finished.
Must be finished. Yep, you could. Must be finished by the end of the week.
Or should be.
Should be.
Finished.
Yeah, you could even say could be if you're not really sure. It could be finished. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Okay. What about number 3?
It has already been done.
Good. But I see that it has already been done. Very good. And what about number 4?
You don't have to pack any.
Towels were supplied. Oh no, with present
supplied.
perfect. With
Will be supplied.
Will be supplied.
will
by
be
the
supplied.
Good. Will be supplied. Good. What about number 5?
Get it. He will be notified.
He will be notified.
He will be
notified. Mm-hmm.
Next week.
Good. He will notify me. Good. Next week. What about number 6?
Have already been called.
Called.
Has been called. Has already.
Already been
Has
called.
already
Yes.
Already been called.
Has already been called.
Been
Remember, already, it's coming before been.
Been.
Has
Been.
already been called. Okay? Good. What about number 7?
The
If
meeting
cancelled.
has been cancelled
Had cancelled.
3 times already this
Okay,
week.
good.
Because of the
Okay.
monkeys.
So, what's up with these monkeys?
They're eating bananas all the time and they have to use the bathroom.
Okay. Time for Jeopardy!
Okay.
Dun dun dun. Okay. Team 1 is Aishu, Amp, Hazel, and Ismail. And team 2 is Furkan, Olga, and Shiko. Okay? So team 1 is first. So you choose a category and then choose a point value. So it goes up to 500. So we'll start with Aishu.
300.
Which one?
Correct or incorrect?
Okay, how many points?
300.
Okay. The passive voice is used if you want to reveal who did the action. True or false?
False.
False. Yay! So you guys get 300 points.
Yeah, you said incorrect.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, incorrect or correct. My bad. Okay. Okay, Furkan.
Yeah. Oh. True or false? 300. Brendan pulled a prank while everybody was sleeping. This is.
Only one is.
Yeah, monkeys again. So what should I do? Oh,
Is it passive voice, true or false?
no, it's not.
False?
Yeah. What?
Pulled a prank. What? This isn't passive voice.
Wow.
Okay, you get the points because the game is wrong.
It's wrong, of course.
Nice try, game. See, it's the monkeys. They don't like Furkan. Okay.
I like that.
Amp, it's your turn.
Active to passive, 300. I knew Adam would finish the war by 6 p.m. The war would be finished by 6 p.m.
Perfect. The work would be finished by 6 p.m. Or by Adam by 6 p.m. Good. Okay. All right. Olga.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so you can choose a category.
Active or passive for 200 points.
Okay. The painting was sold to someone who later donated it to the college.
Passive.
Dun, dun, dun. I need to work on my sound effects. Okay. Good job. Hazel?
Active or passive, 300. Let's check. Active or passive, 300. There. Peter is going to build a house in summer. Active voice.
Dun, dun, dun. Yay! Okay. Shiko. Shiko?
I can't see any exercises.
Oh, okay. Can you see my screen? If you click on my video down at the bottom, can you see my screen? No? Shiko? Okay, Furkan?
300. A delicious dinner is going to be made by Sally tonight. Sally is going. Go. Sally is going. Is cold. Sally is. I can't say it. Sally is gonna.
It's going to.
Wait, I'm gonna type it. I can't say it.
Yes, you can. You can.
No, I can't.
Sally is going to.
When I tried it, it sounds like Sally is calling. Make. Ooh. Okay.
Is going to make a delicious dinner tonight. Okay.
Tonight.
200. 2 more questions to determine the winner. Okay. Ismail.
Okay. 200 correct or incorrect?
Daily double. What?
What? It's
What
not
is?
fair. What?
I guess you just get points.
Without answering any question.
That wasn't
there
even a
not?
question.
Monkey.
It wasn't even a question. Daily double? Okay, let's try another question. Ismail?
Okay. Active
He
to
guesses right.
passive, 200.
We have to get the point.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Once a week.
The garage is cleaned once a week by John.
Good. Or
Yeah.
once a week, the garage is cleaned by John. You can do it both ways. Yours was fine as well. Okay? All right. So do I give you more points? I don't know.
No.
Okay. Olga, one more. Last one.
Dun, dun, dun.
True or false? For 200 points.
Okay. True or false? Sam's family was accepted by Justin's family.
Oh,
This is
Justin
the
Bieber.
active voice. True or false?
False?
False.
Woo! Looks like Team 1 is the winner. Ding, ding, ding.
At
Okay.
last. 4 didn't win. At last.
Finally.
Finally.
Monkey.
Poor Furkan. Always getting picked on. Okay. Good job, guys. I'm going to go and I'm teaching the next class. We're looking at some slang. We're going to do a crossword puzzle and listen to a song. So hopefully I will see you there, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Teacher?